are struggling with addiction, with topping up and gifting, because
It
it's not
at one
removed.
point gifting circle ring gift. See, this is the thing, right? So when you said, right, this is one thing that fucking really grinds my gear, Grandad. So people say gift and circle. So
Yeah.
Journeyman, I know you're good friends with Journeyman, but
I am.
what do you? I don't actually understand what gift and circles mean. What does that mean?
There's a couple of real good examples. First of all, the number of so-called, well, we'll call them creators for the sake of argument, the number of beggars that have appeared on here off the back of Flip Flop, for example, who continue to pay Flip Flop to battle him, and the number of beggars that have arrangements with other beggars to make sure that their leaderboard rankings are respected, shall we say, i.e. it's fixed, Jam. It's fixed, and it has been fixed many, many times.
So what you mean is 1 week, one creator, for want of a better word, will go for the rankings, and the following week they will gift it back to the other person. Well, Journeyman, I've never done that. When have I ever done that?
No, he's not saying you have done it. What
He did. He said I was the ringmaster of the gifting ring.
well.
Remember that time with Kev, K-Funds and yourself?
Yeah. What do you mean? I've never been. I promise you
No,
now.
there was rumours of it, and plus with GQ as well, remember?
Of course there was rumours of it, but I've
There was
never.
rumours of it with you, Jamie, and GQ as well.
I will be honest with you, I will tell everyone the truth, and this is on my children's lives. I don't lie to anybody. You can ask, even if I think you're not going to like the answer, I still tell you the truth. So, like, when I went for the, when I done the rankings and I paid for Jordan to go and do that fucking transplant games in Australia, yeah, Jamie gifted me £5,000. So I gave that money to Jordan, and I said to him, I put in nearly £1,000 myself of my own money. I put into my own account. Well, I sent it to my partner, and she gifted me the universes. So I guess you could call that a bit of a gifting ring, but that was my own money. And then whatever was left, I said to him, I said, being Jamie's gifted us so much money to help you go to Australia, I said, he's doing the Rising Stars next week. I said, so next week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 universes out of that money, and I'm going to send it back to Jamie to put him top of the rankings. So yeah, that is a gifting ring, but that's only ever been done to me and between me and Jamie. Never in a million years would I do that with anybody else. That was just purely.
Doesn't matter about you personally, Jam. Doesn't matter about you personally. You know, and I know that these rings exist, and that gift sharing exists, and that they are used to manipulate others to gift certain creators in certain
100%.
weeks at certain points on the leaderboard. You know that's true.
100%. Yeah, you're right. 100%.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact, like, if Jamie's messaged me, the same as what, I'm not going to mention any names, but other creators have messaged me and said, can you come in this live and send me a line? And you're all friends with the people I'm talking about. Can you come and send me a universe, and then I'll bank transfer you the money? So I've gone in, sent me a universe, sent them a line. They just send me the money. They just send me the money back. So that does happen, but I think if you're talking about the people that are like, you know, we're little nitties. We're not people that earn thousands and thousands of pounds week in, week out. But if you're talking about the people that earn thousands week in, week out, look at Diadro, for example. On resets, he's meant to have this big falling out with Sophie Rose. She'll go and send him 5 universes.
It's a pantomime.
Yeah, that is a joke. That kind of thing is a joke. They're the people that are in the top 3 earning £20,000 a week, week in, week out.
Cheers, Felicia. I'll get you in a minute.
They're the people that are earning that kind of money. And that is a proper gifting ring. So like when Journeyman says I was in a gifting ring, Jesus Christ, I've spent thousands and thousands more than I've ever received off this app. But if you want to talk about a proper gifting ring, that Diadro's is a proper gifting ring. I can name a few other people as well that are in that.
Yeah, so could I. Listen, Jam, thank you for that. I want to bring some others in because these are people who
I'm going to jump out anyway, but I'm just going to say on Saturday I will drop your WhatsApp just to G you up a little bit when we beat you.
Yeah, well, I'm taking part in a big battle tonight at 11 o'clock, Jam. So, you know, come along and drop me a lion. Can we get Fletchy in, please? Whoever's in control of that, because I ain't got a bloody clue. So, sorry, Nikki. There was a Nikki in the box as well. I do apologise.
Straight up, everyone was talking, but Nikki, if you want to come back in, sweetheart, request, because as one comes in, we'll just keep alternating. And I've taken
Put them
note.
in and just mute them and then just let them come up.
Yeah, we can do that.
Fletchy,
Oi, oi.
welcome.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome.
How are we all?
I'm just priming myself up to do some duets later. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, mate. Get on it. You want to see the latest one?
I'll be on it.
Yeah, I kind of just wanted to jump up and from somebody who's been involved in teams, in inverted commas, in the past. There's many strategies that are used to coerce gifters. And the main one is obtaining yourself a very large value gifter. That large value gifter is then utilised to inspire your mid-base gifters and your what's referred to as chippers as well. Those are your rose droppers and that kind of thing as well. So your larger gifters are often used as a pawn to make the other gifters gift more. And also, and I can confirm that big gifters have been used in pawns against the opposite person they're battling. Okay, so via WhatsApp, there'll be a conversation going on alongside with the opposition battling, saying, gold my gifter a little bit more so that they gift more. And that's where the insults come in, you know, and you're broke, and then it gets personal and all that kind of stuff. So the coercive manipulation, and most will sit there and deny it and go, I'm too thick, you know, to think that smartly. But to me, that is a lie. It's a show. It's all part of the mask that they use to come across that they're not that bad. It's just a game. It's not that deep. But that is confirmed. I've witnessed that. I've witnessed messages between the battlers myself when they've utilised larger gifters as that pawn. There is no team. I can confirm firsthand that you gift for whatever reason it may be. You might be lonely at home. You want to be, you know, you might not have a good social life. For me, I work a lot of hours, and this app was escapism for me. And I met some lovely people. I actually fell in love with the people in the chat, not the creator. It was a bond I'd made with individuals, and it was that kept me there for so long, was I cared for specific individuals. But again, this gets used against you by leading creators. As you've seen, when you decide to walk away from said team or family, you then become the enemy, the snake, because they don't like the decision that you've made, that you no longer want to contribute, whether it's become a toxic environment or not, or whether you just don't have the money to gift anymore, whatever your reason may be. The creator doesn't care about you. Whatever they tell you in chats, it's all bullshit. They're getting in my head, they're twisting my head around. All that is it's manipulation. It's emotional manipulation behind the scenes to convince people that they're a good person. If they were a good person, they would have their priorities aligned in the real life.
Yeah.
First and foremost, before coming onto this app as leisure and as a hobby. Nobody's saying that you can't do that, but please make sure that life is in order first, but don't manipulate people that I've seen manipulated beyond belief.
You used an interesting turn of phrase there, Fletchy. You said about coercion, which happens a lot, and you're not the first one to say that I've spoken to that come out of different teams from different creators, families and communities and all the rest of it. Coercive behaviour is illegal in law in this country. So if you're in a relationship and somebody was using coercive behaviour against you or to control you in any way, then that person can be found guilty in a court of law. should maybe TikTok look at this whole notion of coercion, which is manipulation, for want of a better word, and, you know, regulate for it within its creators' field. Let's be honest, they've all got managers. They might be independent of TikTok, but they're all managers and they're all hand in hand with TikTok UK, because TikTok UK is now a legal entity in its own right. So it's TikTok UK we're addressing directly. ByteDance really doesn't matter in all of this. It's UK legislation that matters nowadays.
Legal entity now in the UK and has been from January, so it's got nothing really to do with ByteDance or any other forms of TikTok.
Correct. But these managers and these coaches that they have are telling them how best to manipulate their viewers into gifting, how best to monetize their time spent on live. That is coercive behaviour.
It is, yeah. And that is going to be the biggest battle here, is TikTok itself and the managers within it. That is one of their tactics they use to the creators. Sorry, I don't want to use the word creator because they're not creators, they're streamers in my eyes.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, the vast majority of them will utilise that to the best of their ability, whether they agreed with it in the beginning or not, and they didn't feel comfortable doing that cohesive control. It's become very natural very quickly for some, quite a lot actually. And as you can see, it's changing those people as characters in their real life, you know. CLA, for instance, you know, is she a character or what? Or has she been playing that character for so long that she's become it? Flip Flop, another one. Has he been playing that character so long he's actually become it? You know, so I'm not defending those streamers, but the app is a cesspit for crippling people's mental health, whether that be a streamer or whether that be a viewer or a gifter.
Yeah.
Because it changes you and it changes the way you think. And the reason for that is when I first joined the app, and you'll be surprised to hear this, Grandad, I was dead against gifting. I couldn't get my head around why a complete stranger would gift a complete stranger on the app. And I became curious. I was aware of you at that time before I entered that particular team. But I got curious. I sat silently for a couple of months just observing people, behaviours, the streamers themselves.
Yeah.
And before I knew it, and without knowing it, Grandad, I was starting putting positive comments in a chat. Just positive comments, nothing like that. Oh, tap the screen. Oh, this is fun. And I didn't even know it. Before I knew it, the next stage I was gifting.
Do you feel as though you've been coerced?
Yes.
Can I ask how?
Behind the scenes in chats.
Because I knew he had his top moderators group, then his normal moderators group. And then what he would do would get the top moderators to tell the other moderators what to do, how to bring people in. Then if he had like say 2 or 3 top moderators at the time, so what he would do with them is like get it done, get told,
yes,
put money in their bank.
There was always two mod chats, Soxy. There was a main one for all mods, and then there was a smaller mod chat for what were, if you would refer to as senior, more long-standing mods that he felt he could trust. And yes, it is coerced because he will say, we need to do this or we need to do that. That then message is then translated to the other mod group, okay? Whatever message that will be, whether it's an aggressive form or whether it's in a nice form, depends on the characters within the chat as well. It's a big confession coming up here. I was very close to the largest gifter. The week he planned to go for one, alongside Molly.
Yeah.
There was a planned strategy to the point where figures were documented on spreadsheets.
Wow.
That's how sucked in people got.